Hi, my name is Julie. I'm the Screen Porch Stitcher, and welcome to a long delayed Flosstube number 3. Today is Tuesday, November 25th, 2025, 2 days before Thanksgiving here in the US. I hope this video finds you all well, and if you celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope that it will bring you blessings and that you are able to get together with family or friends and loved ones. I know it can be a very stressful time of the year, or definitely the start of a stressful season for a lot of us. If you watched my last Flosstube, which was a Flosstube Extra, I had a lot of fun fall finishes that needed to be FFO'd. This is one example. This was a Primrose Cottage freebie from last October. Kim, thank you for pointing out that my pumpkin wasn't quite finished. Much appreciated. I really do appreciate it. If you see something funny like that, please don't hesitate to let me know. But as you can see from this, I haven't fully finished anything. Nothing, nada, yet, none. Part of that is I didn't make it a priority. My crafting space where I do my finishing and sewing is in our basement, in our partially finished area of our basement. We've had some water seepage over the years, nothing awful. We've found a way to contain it, to protect. It's more our storage area where it hits. We have plastic pallets that we put all our Christmas and holiday bins on so that they don't get ruined. But for years, my husband said, I want to figure out where this is coming from. This fall was when he decided to do that. And it's literally right in my craft space. So he tore down all of the drywall in that area. We bought this house 5 years ago. We found a horizontal crack that has been repaired, but obviously it needs a little more repair. So we are working to reach out and try and find the company that did it previously and see if this is something that is covered under their warranty. Just a lot of fun, extra happy homeowner stuff. As my grandmother always said, happy homeowner. So I haven't done any fully finishing, unfortunately. That hasn't stopped me from stitching. I did pick up crochet a little bit more. I'll show you that in another video though. You guys, in the last week and a half, I have finished 3 things. 3! That is not like me. I love this. One I had been working on for weeks, trying to finish it up before Christmas because I'd really love to get it framed before that. 2 of them, one was almost done. The other one was about a little more than, somewhere between a third and half that's done, but that I wanted to give my mom for Christmas. So I'll show you the one that took more work. I always call it the wrong thing. And I kept seeing people on Flosstube working on it, which made me want to work on it more and say, I really need to show this. I really need this done this year. This is Plum Street Samplers, and it is this Joyous season. I keep wanting to call it this Joyous Day, and that's a different chart. Everything of this is the called for, I believe. This is on 36 count Fox and Rabbit up in the attic, all the called for flosses. I did not do, there's supposed to be a flag over here. I opted to put in an extra tree. All I had left when I had left this previously was a bunch of the snow, all the snowflakes, and then the 2 trees over here and this top tree here. So over the last month and a half, I've been able to finish that, and I'm really excited. So I need to go find a frame and I'm going to try to frame that myself. Am I crazy? Haven't done one that big myself, but I'm really excited about it. The other one that was probably about a third done, this is Heartstring Samplery. She had done this as a kit for the Jingle Ball a couple years ago, and it's called Zuzu's Petals. And if you know the reference, raise your hand. So I got this finished. This came as a kit. I purchased the kit. It's on 32 count Seraphim Prairie Grass. It has 4 different reds in it. Honestly, you could use a nice variegated red and just do it monochrome. My mother, every Christmas Eve this is pre-streaming, kids, okay? I know most of us aren't kids here. This is back when you had to actually turn the channel on the TV. Christmas Eve, my mother would sit down when we were all asleep and watch It's a Wonderful Life. I believe it was on NBC, and wrap presents. And she would be up till midnight, 1 a.m., whatever, wrapping presents, watching It's a Wonderful Life. So that's why this is special for her. And I want to show you what this is like. The kit came with everything. It came with the pattern. It came with, the only thing it didn't come with is the jar. It came with these string lights. So you put it in a jar, and isn't this cool? So it came with the string lights, it came with the topper, and it came with some red silk rose petals and this ribbon. And so I am really excited. I don't need my sewing machine to finish this, so I don't have to go in the basement. I can do this up here. I'm really excited to give this to her because it just means something special, because it's just it's an amazing memory that I have from childhood. And even now she'll still wrap Christmas presents watching It's a Wonderful Life. The black and white version, folks. The black and white version only. It's the only one allowed. My other finish, and this was mostly done, another Heartstring Samplery, and I'm sorry I don't have the cover page. This one I did as a digital. And so I just printed out the chart. This is Heartstring Samplery. It's called Love and Joy. She has several of these, and it looks like another one's coming out at the Jingle Ball this year. I used 36 count fiber on a Whim Pistachio, and I used classic Colorworks Ladybug, which has a ton of variation in it, which I love. So the red comes out a little bit better in person than on the screen, but I love how this goes together, and it's nice, it's simple, it's just fun. The next item I finished, I don't have the book with me, but you've seen me working on this, is Blackbird Designs from the Ooh La La book, a little bit French. This is on 36 count needle and flax Sleeping Bear, which I absolutely adore this color. So I am going to make this into the pin roll. Oh, and I used Weeks Dye Works Baked Apple for the red. I am going to make this into a cute pin roll and put it in my guest room, which is all red toile, because I love it, and my daughter doesn't want red, my husband doesn't want the red in our room, so it's in the guest room, so they get the enjoyment of it. My last finish for now is, well, let me ask, are you going to the Jingle Ball? I'm going to the Jingle Ball again. Annie B's Christmas Pears. I have not done any of her pears before, and I am really excited to take the class. I did buy the PDF kit. I bought the Cucumber Velveteen directly from Lois at Lady Dot on Etsy. So I've got that. I got some Weeks Dye Works felt as well. So I'm super excited about that. So I have 1 1/3 pairs, 1¼ pairs done. So I have the Noel pair done. This is on the called for. I actually had the 36 count Weeks Dye Works Aztec and the Belle Soie icing at home, and I was like, yep, I don't need the kit, I'll just buy the PDF. And then I've started on the Joy. You guys, these go really fast. So I know I can just pop down while my husband's watching the Michigan game on Saturday. I can sit down and just enjoy these. Go blue. So that is a finish and a whip because I'm working on that Joy, and I plan to finish the Joy and the third one with the berries here in the middle. There was also an extra you've probably heard about. It's a rocking horse. I would like to eventually finish that as well. My other whips, you guys, I've been whipping on a lot of big things. The only really small whip I have, this is from the Silver Needles Circle of Friends Club, which is always so much fun. I absolutely love all these kits. They are just fantastic. So this is Heart and Hand, Live Gently. I am actually going to change the color of the house. That is the one thing that I am going to change. So, and it does come with the linen, as much floss as you need, a lot of finishing supplies, and sometimes an extra, and of course silver needles, so you get jelly beans. Jelly beans are gone. This is my start on Live Gently. I decided not to use the linen that was provided, but instead use 36 count needle and flax Sleeping Bear. I just think this looks fantastic on it. I have not decided what color I'm going to do the house. I haven't. I don't know yet. You may see, right, that purple dress. I did it as it's called for. I believe it's using old purple paint. Let me see. Yes. Gentle Arts Old Purple Paint, which is very variegated. So I was very conscious. I didn't want quite the stripy look like this. I wanted more just the dark purple. So I focused on that area of the floss, and it turned out fantastic. I really like it. My next whip is our dear friend With Thy Needle and Thread Manor at Swan Lake. Again, I received this kit originally from the Country Sampler retreat when I was there. My angel has a head. She doesn't have a face now. But I've mostly been working on filling in the house. This has been my fill-in project. So from back here, this is on all the called for. Everything here is called for. So my angel and my house, my angel was completely headless before. She's got a head, she just doesn't have a face. And then the house I've been working on slowly filling in. You guys, I love this color. This is, I believe it's Cayenne. No, Cognac, sorry. Weeks Dye Works Cognac, that house. It is stunning. Just the way it's gently variegating. It's just stunning. Stunning. I can't remember if I've showed you this one before. This is Samplers Not Forgotten Hummingbird Garden. And this one, I originally received the kit when I was on the retreat at Silver Needle. This was phenomenal. This is, you guys, Kimberly's amazing. Kimberly Nugent is amazing. This is on Old Weeks, so it's really soft. I believe it's Weeks Beige. I take this out only when I can really give it a lot of great concentration, because in the side and top border, there is a lot of color changing, color jumping, and there are a ton of specialty stitches. I want to give it only my best. So I'm not doing this at night. I'm not doing this when we're watching something, but this is, oops. So I'd had this done. I was able this fall to finish the flowers down to here and get started on my border. I still have a little bit of fill in here to do, but to do this border then too. And this Bargello is where I've stopped on the specialty stitches. So I've got plenty more to do. There's a ton more to do. There's this whole side here to do too, but I love it and I treasure it when I do it. But I just want to make sure I'm giving it time. I started Plum Street Samplers Real Comfort with a wonderful group of ladies last November. Our goal was to finish it this November. Mine's in timeout. You have probably seen a few of my friends who have finished theirs and they've done a wonderful job. Real Comfort. It's so beautiful. It's so huge. Mine is in timeout because I made a counting mistake, and I knew I had a counting mistake, and I knew where I needed to make adjustments, and I forgot. So I'm doing mine on 36 count Picture This Plus Wren. So it's a little bit darker, a little different color. And I'm doing, everything is called for except for this middle house. I've decided to do this in Classic Colorworks St. Bernard. I need some clips, folks. I need to bring some clips next time. I love it. I absolutely love the middle house. I think it's stunning. It's wonderful. I decided then that I was wanted something, a different break. So I was gonna move this house over. This house is now gonna be down one row, which is just no bueno. So I am gonna have to unpick all this, including the flowers that I've done. I've tried to figure out how to make it work and I just can't. So it's not a terrible amount to unpick. I'm just frustrated. So that's in timeout probably till January. Sorry. So that really is it for whips. My other new start, in addition to the Heart and Hand from Silver Needle, is With Thy Needle, Seasons of the Heart. I'm finally starting the fall. I have spring done. I have summer done. I was hoping to do fall and get it up this fall, but no, this is it's either 36, I think this is 36 count Winter Brew by R&R. And I'm doing all the called for. So this is where I am so far. This is I hopped on it and then I just put it to the side because honestly, these don't take very long either. These just really could be a couple days. My plans are to finish my pears for the Jingle Ball, and I also signed up for the Stacy Nash Gingerbread Man sewing book because I have the gingerbread house that we did last year. I haven't done the gingerbread house yet, but I really do want to do this guy. As soon as I signed up for the class, sorry for this, I hopped on the Blackberry Primitives website and got the pack with the linens and the felt. And there is, I mean, there's enough to do a couple of them here. But this will be fun to have for other projects too. So this is, I'm excited for this because this should be nice and simple. This should be a quick stitch. I've seen a lot of people who've already finished the Gingerbread Man, and he's adorable. He's a lot of fun. If you want to hold on just a moment, I'm gonna go grab my fireplace dough bowl to show you what I do have finished from previous years for the fall. Hi, this is my fall dough bowl. Yes, it's very sad. Actually, I don't have, confession, I never put out the Thanksgiving items. I do have more. I don't know why I didn't do that. I'm not hosting Thanksgiving this year. I typically host Thanksgiving. My sister-in-law, who lives 2 miles away, usually hosts Christmas Eve, and we decided to flip-flop this year, which is totally fine. But I never put out my Thanksgiving one, so I'm sorry you don't have, so this is all we've got today. This is, I believe it's With Thy Needle and Thread. I love fall most of all, maybe. This is so cute. I couldn't tell you right now what it's stitched on. I put this fun fabric on the back and did this lady dot rickrack. Let me show you something. You can't even tell it's on here. Can you see, oh boy, where it's stitched on the rickrack? Nope, it is just one little stitch in the, on this side, the back side of the fabric. Right in those grooves right there. That's all. And it stays on lovely. I just got a floss that matched that rickrack. I love this little guy. This, my daughter, this goes between the fireplace and my daughter's room. She likes to steal this one. This is Hands-On Design. This is called, oh geez, Autumn Skies and Pumpkin Pies. This was, I believe, this was originally a Silver Needle exclusive, maybe probably from their circle of friends. I don't remember how I got this one, but I did, and I love this. It came with this felt, came with the ribbon and the button, and it came with the backing fabric. I just think this is adorable. I love this one. I love Kathy's pumpkins. They're always so cute. And another Hands-On Design. This is perennial pinwheels. Am I right? I think so. And this is, I have all of them. I have to finish I have to FFO fully finish the winter ones, which should be no problem because I don't have to use my sewing machine yet again. Yay, another FFO I can do. So this is the small one. She has these for each season. I did get this originally when it came out along with the fabric pack. The colors are all DMC. The fabrics used are from Fabrics by Stephanie. I don't recall what fabric this color is, but it is the called for. When this set originally came out, you could buy the trim pack and the pin pack, and I did just because I really love how she has them finished. And then I found a cute, see, look how nice that yellow goes. Yellow orange. This is the medium one. Autumn Fields. And the beautiful sunflowers on this one. Again. So these are so pretty. I love these. And each season is just really pretty too. So that is my Itsy Baby dough bowl, which will be going away this weekend, and Christmas will be coming out. So my husband has a half day of work Wednesday. My daughter's off starting tomorrow. I'm taking my daughter. We're going with her best friend, and her best friend's mom, who's a good friend of mine. And we're going to go see Wicked for Good tonight. I'm very excited. My husband will start bringing Christmas boxes out of the basement so we can start decorating this weekend. Very exciting. We have a lovely tradition. I started with my niece when she was 4. She's 20 now. That's so hard to believe. And actually, one of my former clients had told me about this. Locally, we have a theater company that puts on a Christmas Carol and a Breakfast with Santa. So my niece and I have been going for, what will this be, our 16th year? So excited. It's just, we've missed two. COVID, 2020, obviously, and then there was another year that we did not get to go. But other than that, we've been to every one. She loves it. We love talking about the differences. Marley was like this time. It's the same Bob Cratchit. I think it's always been the same Bob Cratchit. And I think that actor just really loves doing it. And it's just so fun. And we started bringing my daughter, who is now 11, crazy. And it's a really nice girls' day out and something special that the three of us can do. So it is a tradition that we just really enjoy. And now that my niece is in college, it's a little bit harder to finagle those days. So she's in now and we'll be going on Friday. I'm really excited. And just so much fun. What kind of holiday traditions do you have? I want to know below. Do you celebrate St. Nick? December 6th, don't forget. We have lots of traditions. Some of them are new, some of them we brought in from both our families. We have a company where Santa comes by on this big trailer with Mrs. Claus and a tree and a bunch of elves and drives through at night with all his lights on, and they literally drive right by our yard, and our gathering from friends and neighbors coming to watch has grown over the years. It started with us and another set of friends, and I think we had 18 people here last year for Coco and Santa, and it's fun to watch him drive by and just enjoy each other's company. So my friends, that is all for now. I think I am going to work to do a better job of getting floss tubes out because I do enjoy sharing. I do enjoy doing this. Next time, if you are interested, I will also show you a couple of the things I've been working on for knitting and crocheting. Crocheting, again, is new to me, but I've been working on this blanket that's just 2 crochet stitches, which is fantastic. And it's lots of fun. Until next time, may your needles bring you joy and the frog stay in his pond. I wish my U.S. friends a very happy Thanksgiving, and the rest of you enjoy the remainder of your November. Bye for now.